and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you everything that I'm packing for this weekend. If you are new, hi, hello, thank you for joining us. And if you have been to my channel before, thank you so much for coming back. So first I'm just going to start and explain all the stuff that I have laid out in front of me, and then I'm going to put it into my backpack. Now the backpack that I'm going to be putting it into is a backpack that I've actually had since boot camp. It's just a plain old black backpack, but it's lasted about 8 years now, and there's no loose strings or nothing. There's only one pocket on the side that's messed up, but that's fine. That compared to everything else being fine, that's fine. Compared to everything else not being ripped or messed up, it's an easy fix, so it's okay. The first thing I'm going to start with is my laptop, the case that it goes in, and the binder. Now the binder isn't actually going to go into my backpack just because it's 1.5 inches thick on one side, so it just takes up too much space. So first, my laptop, this heavy MacBook Pro. I've had this for about 8 years now, and when I tried to get Apple support, they told me that it was vintage. So they couldn't really help me out as much as I would have liked them to. Ridiculous. The case that I have is a case that my aunt got me for either that same Christmas or my birthday following that Christmas. I love this thing. It's not a hard case, it's soft, it's thick and squishy, so it keeps my laptop safe. Anytime I take my laptop anywhere, even if it's in a luggage, I put it in this case, because you never know if it gets thrown or if something hits it or if it falls. You never know. So I put it in here, and it has kept my laptop nice and safe. There are no scratches, no cracks, no nothing on it anywhere. The only cracks are on the actual case itself. And with that, I've got my laptop charger and my phone charger. Now the reason why I have this instead of the regular little small cube is because I think that this one charges your phone so much faster. This could charge my phone in about 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and that's from 1% all the way up to 100%. So I definitely recommend using the bigger square when charging your phone. Very helpful. This big binder right here and all the tons of papers in there. One of the notebooks is actually for my schoolwork. It's just to take notes for definitions and important people that are in the actual notes themselves. And the rest of that is for the Air National Guard. I have to study a bunch of stuff. And for the first section, I think I have about 2.5, 3 weeks still to study the rest of it. So I need to get cracking on that. Then moving right to left, I've got my big old Jeffree Star sweater that I have had since IMATS. Is it 2016 or 2017? I think it was 2017 because it was after I had Henry. Yeah. But I love this thing. Even though my mom accidentally got a large thinking it was going to be a women's large. It's actually a men's large, but I love how much room I have in it. I can just relax and chill and not having to worry about it's going up or it's too tight or anywhere. I know they have a bunch of other different colors, and I cannot wait to start making money to get more sweaters because it's the softest, most comfy thing that I have. Next, we're moving on to shirts. They're all tank tops except for the Snoopy one. Just because I like wearing tank tops. I have them all folded like this. If you're wondering how these are folded, I actually use the Marie Kondo method. It is extremely helpful with the way that you fold stuff and put it in your drawer. Instead of opening your drawer and trying to filter through the stack of shirts that you have, you put them in like this so you can see everything that you have. And I think this way actually you can fit more shirts into your drawer versus just folding them all crappy and throwing them in there. And I think a few of these shirts I've actually had since senior year of high school, which was 9 years ago. either I take really good care of my clothes or I don't wear them as often. No, because some of them I do wear pretty often, so maybe I just take really good care of my clothes. Next, we're moving on to the little stuff. We've got, and also my hairbrush, my toothbrush, which is in this protective case so you don't get random nasty hairs in your toothbrush. And then one of my favorite perfumes is from Pink. It's their Fragrant Mist Broom. Okay, I'm not even going to try and say that because I'm going to sound stupid. It's this one right here. But I love this, and you just do a couple spritz on yourself before you go to the grocery store or anywhere just to give you an extra nice smell, even though you put deodorant on. I'm not saying you smell nasty. Next, I have, okay, hold on. No, I'll show you after. Okay, so in this little case, I have my skincare, my toothpaste, my deodorant, and a little bit of makeup that I'm bringing. I'm not bringing a bunch just because I don't plan on wearing a bunch of makeup while we're gone. But yeah, I just have my hand cream from Origins, my Pro Enamel toothpaste, and my deodorant on this side. Oops. And then over here I have my Ulla Hendrickson Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. Ignore the cracks that are on the cap. That was my fault. I tightened it too tight, and it just, you gotta be careful when you're tightening things. And I use this in the mornings. Not every morning. I would like to start getting better with my whole routine. Next I have my eye brightening from Origins. It's the Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. And you just put this right here under your eyes and it brightens so well. I love this stuff. This is a little sample size, which is perfect to just throw into your bag when you're traveling. Next I've got my Time Repair Serum. It's by Aloe Pure. It just looks like this. I love using this right after you get out of the shower when you're all nice and clean before I put on my nighttime moisturizers. So, clean face. Next, I like going in with my Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye. I love this stuff. It really hydrates underneath the eye. You can even put it on your eyelid. The only downfall is that this little thing costs $15. I have actually had this for a couple of years now. Granted, like I said, I don't keep up with my daily routine, so I don't use it every single day like I would like to. But this stuff still is amazing. I got recommended this by Kathleen Lights. A lot of things that she talks about, I really trust her opinion in getting, and so far everything that I've gotten from her request, I've absolutely loved. Put that in there. Then after that, I like to use the Origins High Potency Nitamins. I actually had a big tub of this, but that actually just ran out about a few weeks ago. So I've been finally using this little guy and been throwing it in there. And then finally for makeup, I have my Benefit Roller Lash. I have the travel size. I don't have the actual big size, just because you're typically only supposed to use a mascara for 3 months before you start getting that bacteria on it and you get gross goopy eyes. So I just got a travel size of this because the full size is $22, I think. So saved money too. Next I've got my Agave Lip Balm. This just looks like this. I love this stuff. It's really thick and it really stays on your lips. So if you throw it on before you go to bed, you wake up and your lips are nice and plump and hydrated and they're not dry and cracky. Granted, my lips, like I said, I need to get better at remembering to do this. So I'm bringing it with me, so I do it. End of story. It's really good too if you put it on before you start your makeup. Then you do your makeup, so that way by the time you get to your lipstick, your lips aren't as dry as when you first were about to start your makeup. And it really helps to hold and grip the lipstick that you're putting onto your lips. Next, I am bringing my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Just looks like this. I got it in shade 2. I would have gotten shade 3, but it was too dark. I would rather have a lighter one and build it up and then use any of my slightly darker ones in my drawer to kind of like add some dimension. So I got shade 2 and I love this pencil. It is awesome. And after I use my pencil, I always like to go in with a brow gel. And the one that I've been loving the most recently is the Brow Gal. Just looks like this. And it has a nice big handle so you can hold it. And it's got this tiny little brush so you can really get in there and be precise with it. It has little microfiber hairs in it, so it helps with the dimension of your eyebrow too. The last two things that are going to be in this little case are my two ColourPop Lippie Sticks. These are both matte, but they're not extremely matte. Like, they came out with a new formula called Matte X, which is really matte. Here, let me show you. See if I can find one. Okay, so these two red lipsticks. One is Trust Me, which is Matte X, and this one's Bossy, which is just plain matte. Now first, I'm going to swatch the Matte X one. And see, that was with one swipe. There was no 2 or 3 stripes. That was with one stripe. And then next we're going to take Bossy, which is just matte. Also, just one swipe. So this is the Matte X, and the other one is just matte. You can tell that the matte one still has like a slight sheen to it. It's not completely matte. But either way, both formulas are amazing. So I highly suggest you check out ColourPop and their Lippie Sticks. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. My daughter just tried to play me just now. I put them down for their naps, and I heard her talking right outside my door. So I was like, let me go check this out. And she's like, I took my nap. But you can tell the difference between a toddler taking a nap and not taking a nap. Like, they're not cuddling their blanket. Their eyes don't look super sleepy. Like, you didn't take your nap. You're not. No. And I noticed that she had changed her clothes too. So I was like, I know you're just playing with your clothes. Don't try. Go take your nap. Come on. Nice try. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to put all this stuff in here, and then we'll be back, and I'll show you the rest of the stuff. Alright, so now that we've got everything in here, this is the little bag that I'm bringing. It's a little Minnie Mouse makeup bag that I found at Disneyland a couple of years ago. Actually, I think it was 3 years ago. Yeah, because Henry was only about 5 or 6 months old when we went. Ooh. So yes, about 3 years ago almost. I love this bag because it has 2 compartments on both sides, and you just zip it down the middle. So even when you open it, everything's not just falling out of it. They're both secure in their own way, in their own areas. I'm bringing 3 pairs of socks. Normally I bring mostly just these black Puma ones, but I decided to bring a couple of my Under Armour ones. I've had both these types of socks. I think each of them came with like 8 pairs. I've had both of these since A school in 2011. So that's a long time. Next, we've got this little guy. This came with a bunch of products from Ulta in it. It was one of those things where if you spent $30, then you got this. But now I use it for all of our medicine, tampons, pads, Band-Aids, nose strips, and all of that. I even have, I think, Tums in here, because you never know when you're going to need them. Especially if you have toddlers. You're going to need headache stuff. Just saying. Next, I've got this little Origins bag, which when I got the Nitamins, the little small tub of it, it came with a bunch of free samples, which a few of them are in here. And it came in this little Origins bag, which is super cute and the perfect size for your little tools. So I've got like these little clippers, I've got scissors, oops, I've got scrunchies, I've got nail clippers, I've got a few extra hair clips, I've got a couple hair ties. Just got it all because you never know. I like to have just in case things, if you can't already tell. Just be surprised that I didn't have like 5 other shirts for just in cases, because that's typically what I do. Moving on to these last 4 items, I have my black cardigan, which I literally take everywhere because I'm a pansy with coldness. It's just a thin, long sleeve cardigan with little pockets. I'm pretty sure no one ever really puts stuff in the pockets of cardigans, but I love having the pockets on my cardigans because I like putting my hands in them. But yes, like I said, this goes with me everywhere. Literally everywhere. Because just like I'm bringing a sweater, even though it's the middle of summer, I never know when I'm going to be cold, so I bring them just in case. How many times am I going to say just in case? For part of my PJs, I'm bringing basketball shorts. I'm bringing my black Adidas ones with the white stripes down the sides. I have my other high-waisted pair of pants. I got these from Walmart. These actually come up to the skinny part of my hip, so it covers the whole mom pooch situation going on. Moms, you know what I'm talking about. Next, I'm bringing my more of a dressy shirt, just because it just looks like this. Just because Justin was talking about how we haven't had a date night in a while, and I don't know if he was trying to be like sneaky or whatever, so I'm bringing that just in case. Oh my god. That's pretty much all I'm bringing. I already have my bra and my underwear in the backpack just because you don't need to see that. So it's going to stay in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting everything in here. So we can get this stuff packed up. And all those moms know out there that when it comes to packing, mom stuff is usually the last stuff to get packed. Just because moms have to pack everything else. Their stuff, the kids' stuff, the dog stuff. So, you know how that is. Okay, I'm actually going to put these at the bottom, just so it gives a better platform for everything to sit on. I'm going to put the cords in the front pocket just so they don't get mixed up and lost in everything else. I typically like to keep all of the small pouches and like the loose objects that aren't clothing in the front pouch, just so it doesn't get lost in the chaos in the big pocket where you put all your clothes. God, I'm starting to get hungry. Damn it. Okay. And just so you know, I had already recorded this minutes ago, but didn't realize that the camera was too low, so it cut me off like right here. So all you could see was my mouth. That would have been annoying to watch and annoying to edit. So we're doing it again, just so it looks better for you guys. Traveling with a backpack makes it so much easier too, especially if you're just going for a weekend, or even when we do go somewhere for like a week. Typically me and Justin will share a bigger luggage, and then the kids will share the smaller luggage because their clothes are smaller. But yeah, we don't really like taking a whole bunch of luggage, and I have tried really hard to cut down on how many just in case items that I bring with me. Although the medicine and the origins pouch always come, no matter what. So, and I'm not putting my huge sweater or the binder in this backpack, just because these are items that I can easily just toss in the back seat. Alright, and this is everything in my backpack. If you have stuck around to the end, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please click the like button down below and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. If you want to go ahead and leave me a comment down below, letting me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what your ideas are. that would also be awesome. I love getting feedback from videos. It helps change things, fix things, and realize what was good in the video that you guys liked. So yeah, I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.